Hey everyone, welcome back to the Olympic Ultras pod. I'm Nate.
I'm Michael.
And this is episode 28. Yeah, we're really getting into the thick of it. In this episode, we're going to be looking back at the Capalaba and the Logan Lightning game for the women, as well as the Pen Power game for the men. And then we're going to take a quick look forward to the big one, the Caboolture Sports Capra Pro Series final coming up. North Brisbane and then Lions for the men. It's
going to be a big few days.
Yeah, it's going to be an absolutely massive few days.
Big few days coming up.
There's a lot of things that can happen. A lot of different things that can occur, the permutations of it all.
Just the maths and thinking about the women's top three is just doing my head in.
Yeah, and then you got the fight for fourth on top of that anyway.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's get straight into it then, shall we? Let's kick off. All right, so straight away in the first half, we have the 0-0 draw between Olympic and Capalaba. Now, I didn't actually go to this one, so I'm going to be leaning very, very heavily on you for your takeaway from this.
I spoke to Cleo a few days after that. As I said to Cleo, it was just like we've said before, two boxes sparring.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to take a hit. Nobody wanted to sort of push too hard. I think both realised what was at stake.
Yeah.
Because it was one of those games, I think we always said last week, this could almost stop the premiership.
Yeah.
Important sort of game. So I don't think either team wanted to overcommit. But in saying that, come the second half, we should have been 2 or 3-0 up.
Yeah.
We just pounded them. We had chance after chance. I mean, the amount of shots that we had, I don't think Ernie even hardly touched the ball in the second half. It was so commanding, but we just could not put it away.
And going into the match, the records were very, very similar. The goal difference was very similar. Yes. So it almost would have been expected to have a 0-0 draw. Like it was almost 0-0 draw written all over it sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly right.
But yeah, like as you said, that second half, us trying to push harder and harder and harder to get that go ahead.
And we were far the better side. We were so dominant in the second half. I don't think Capalaba really knew what hit him.
Yeah.
And I don't believe Capalaba's main striker was playing. I didn't see her on the pitch.
Oh, okay.
So I think they lacked a little bit of firepower.
Check. Yeah.
But even so, they didn't really trouble us. But we just couldn't finish it.
And we had that trouble the first time we played Capalaba in the league. Obviously, the semi-final in the Capra Pro Series was a very, very different story.
Oh, very much different story. Talking cheese games.
Yeah, but in the first league game where we went down 2-0, we had a lot of the pressure, we had a lot of the pace, we had a lot of the shots and everything like that. And we just couldn't find a way through.
Yeah, it was just one of those nights.
Yeah.
Yeah. You played again next week, we'll win 5-0.
Yeah,
it's one of those games.
Yeah, exactly right.
But I think the game deserved a point.
Yeah.
Both teams tried really, really hard, and I think it deserved a point. Yeah. Both of them. Yeah.
And it made the league all of a sudden so tight.
Ridiculously
all
tight.
Of a sudden, it really clamped down to it.
I think we've concentrated on us and Capalaba.
Yeah, going through. I think Caboolture sort of snuck.
There's this little dark horse sneaking up through the middle called Caboolture.
Yeah.
Who's now going, we can win this.
Well, it's at one stage a few weeks back, they were a few points off it. Like they were not really in the discussion at all.
Achievers.
And then suddenly we had a couple of slip-ups, or we had the slip-up against Pen Power, obviously. Yeah. And then Capalaba obviously slipped up with us at the same time. And suddenly they're right there. They were lurking. They were just sort of chipping away, and they were just staying there.
Scary as.
Yeah, and suddenly, jump scare, they're there.
Yep. So,
but you mentioned earlier you play that game next week and it's 5-0.
Yeah.
Well, it was actually 7-0.
Yeah.
Because the next game we played was tonight
7-0
against Logan Lightning.
And as we said, prior to I think the original game being postponed because of the weather, it was a game I was a little concerned with.
Yeah.
They were playing some good football.
And I was very concerned with this
good results.
Through. Yeah.
I think their last 5 games that we discussed, I think they had 3 or 4 wins in that and scored quite a number of goals. So I was very concerned with tonight.
Yeah.
But from the outset, we just pounded them. I've never seen our team play like that for such a long time. It was magnificent to watch.
And it was at their home. Bit of a tough place to go. It was a little bit of a muddy pitch in spaces and things like that. So
especially in front of the home dugout.
There's that nice, but it is what it is, unfortunately, at this level. So it would have been a difficult place to go.
Yep.
You know, we were sort of, it's 8:30 at Logan. Like, there's so many things that could go against us.
Yeah.
And then within, 15 minutes?
16 minutes.
16 minutes? Well, 3-0.
3-0. It was just ridiculous. We've gone,
why are we worrying?
Yeah. But the girls took total control.
Yeah.
I mean, I Ernie had a couple of shots. I can't think of the young lass's name, but number 43 for Logan.
Yeah.
She had a header which thankfully went over, but she jumped beautifully. She played really well. I was really impressed with her.
Yeah.
She caused a bit of problems. I don't think their German lass caught us.
She didn't cause us as much problems,
as I
but
thought she would.
I think
She was a nuisance.
Yeah, she was, and I think our team was really focusing, not necessarily focusing on her, but did their homework.
They knew they had a job to do. You know, and at the back line we had Vic, we had Captain Kiz, and we had Laura on the other side. So between the three of them, they shut them right out.
Yeah, and I'm really happy that both Matty Rotano and Cuba got on the field at the same time at some point, because that just gives a little bit of minutes into the legs coming up to the games coming
last
up.
Week against Capalaba.
Yeah.
And you can see it in the face that she was wanting to get on there, but look, Cam knows what he's doing.
Cam knows what he's doing, and it's also, we've talked about this 1,000 times.
I know.
It is such a strong team that if you slip up or if you get even a niggly injury, you're out for a few weeks, not because of the injury, but because you can't get back in.
That's right. But we'll speak to Sophia tonight. She played, I think, 60 minutes or 70 minutes in the other 23s, which was really, really good. And she came on as a sub for the main game. So, she's got some good minutes under her.
Yeah, which is absolutely fantastic for her. And Jess Curran, back to goal scoring way. She's got a hat-trick tonight.
Just watching her play is a joy.
She's fantastic.
I mean, she's strong, she's physical, not in a dirty way.
No.
She's just a clever player. She holds the ball well. She turns with the ball well.
I was going to say, she'd be a really, really good back-to-goal striker. Someone that would hold that up and be able to lay it off to the on-runners of, all the wingers of Tess, Georgia. Then you got Charlie, Rio, Eva, whoever you want to play through that midfield line as well as Sarah Daly, who still has to come back.
Yeah. She reminds me a lot of Lucy Bronze.
Yeah.
England international.
Yeah. Big, strong.
They're both very strong and powerful. They both run with the ball well. They both hold the ball well. Good head on their shoulders when it comes to tactical play.
Yeah.
So she reminds me a lot. And also she reminds me of Mark Maduka.
Yeah, that's...
Now, a lot of our listeners probably go...
Whenever I say the phrase back-to-goal striker, Mark Viduka is the one and only person that pops in my head whenever I think of that.
One of the most amazing goal scorers and players Australia's ever produced.
Yeah. Oh, incredible.
Absolutely brilliant. If you don't know Mark Viduka, look him up.
If you have a couple of hours, 100% jump on YouTube.
Have a look at
Mark Viduka highlights.
And
we'll have so much fun.
Jess reminds me of him as well.
Yeah.
Just their power play together,
Yeah. But absolutely fantastic. We were discussing the permutations, what this result actually means. And we go from having a +2 goal difference on Capalaba, and also, I think off the top of my head, we were 9 goals short of Caboolture. Suddenly, we're 2 goals short of Caboolture, and we've just left Capalaba in the dust goal difference-wise.
It was a +11.
Yeah, something ridiculous. So now, this changes a few things because the points are so tight. I think it's 41, 41, 40.
Yeah.
But the goal difference has now become a major talking point.
Yeah.
And we blew them away.
Yeah.
We absolutely blew Logan Lightning away, and we've really added to that tally now. And that puts us in a really, really good, strong position.
Very favourable. Yeah. Very favourable. Yeah.
Yeah. So very, very excited about that.
Oh, and did the girls deserve it?
Oh, they did. They did.
I don't think there was one player on that pitch tonight that didn't give 100%.
No. And,
unbelievable performance.
A little bit of a slump in the last couple of weeks, Pen Power and Capalaba, but what a time to kick this around, especially when you've got the Kappa Pro Series final coming up.
It was almost like, we're back.
Yeah. If anyone was watching, I mean, I'm sure Capalaba and Caboolture were both watching on, but Caboolture's just watched this and gone, oh, God,
Yeah.
they're back in form all
They're
of a
back in
sudden.
Right, that's all we need.
So, of course, we've got the Capra Pro Series final coming up.
Can't wait.
That is this Saturday, 16th of August, Imperial Cup Stadium. It is free entry for a 5 p.m. kickoff.
So bring your family, bring your friends.
Everyone.
Free entry. Come on, guys, let's get down there. It's not. You can bring 20 members of your family. It costs you nothing.
It'll absolutely cost you nothing.
So get down there and support them. Like, girls deserve every ounce of support.
They really, really do. We're just going to talk through our stats like we usually do for every other match, but I want to reiterate we did actually do a Capra Pro Series finals special episode where we did have a couple.
Look it up and watch it.
Yeah, look it up and watch it. I'll make sure we'll put a link somewhere or I'll share it on the story. Don't worry, you'll be bombarded with it. You'll be sick of it before the end of the week.
You're sick of us.
But yes, just reminiscing back on that. That was such a fun episode to film.
It was a good episode.
It was a really good episode to film. It was our first one that we filmed on location at Olympic.
Yep.
With the help of the Olympic media, Josh, as well as having the privilege, to interview a couple of players, and it
was a privilege. I mean, it was such a joy, and the girls were so accepting of the questions and accepting of the being there. I thought it was great.
Yeah, exactly.
And we can't thank them enough for their time.
Yeah.
We can't thank Cam enough and the backroom staff for the time for allowing us to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a good episode. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and they could have been shy, or they could have just gone, "No, I've got better things to work on." But the fact that they gave us the time, and you're right, Cam allowed them that time because we actually had to come in during training.
Yes.
So they had to start training just a little bit later and things like that.
Very respectful of Cam, the team, for allowing us to do that.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. But we'll go through a few interesting stats. So, of course, Caboolture's last 5. I say, of course, they've won 5 from their last 5. They're on absolutely red-hot form. Beat Morton City 5-2. Beat Grange 5-0. Beat Logan Lightning 3-2 after Logan Lightning were 2-0 up. I remember that game. Beat Grange again 5-0. And then beat Penn Power 2-0 in the most recent one. So they're one of the best teams this season. Rightfully so. They've been up there the entire time. As we've mentioned before, we were sort of focusing on us in Capalaba, and they've just sort of...
three teams were there all the time.
Yeah, it was a 3-horse race. But again, club form goes out the window. And we talk about this in the special, so make sure you go watch it. Or listen to it. So, club form goes out the window. It's going to be a cracker of a match no matter what.
No way. It's going to be brilliant.
And there's a good chance this isn't going to be the last time these two face each other you look at the final series. And however it plays out, whoever finishes first, second, or third, however that goes around, there's a good chance this might not be the last time these two play.
These two meet, yeah, exactly right.
And then moving forward, this game had to be postponed due to the Capra Pro Series final being suddenly thrust in to the 16th of August. I don't know. I still don't understand why they've done this personally. Look, players might be on holidays. There might be actually good reasons for this from our perspective. I don't understand why they didn't just make it the last game of the season.
No, it would have been much easier.
Why did you have to throw the final into a point and then move another game for no real reason 3 days later?
Yeah. It could have been, one of the pinnacles of the final series.
Yeah.
Hey guys, the grand final's over, but hey, there's a Capra series. Let's go.
And I understand they couldn't do this.
Played it markedly well.
Yeah. And I understand they couldn't do this for us because we're both in the Queensland Cup and the Capra Pro Series final. But the men's Capra Pro Series final is the kickoff to the Queensland Cup games. Yeah.
But there's
on a weekend where they don't have to rearrange any of the men's games.
But
anyway,
let's not talk about that. we might give FQ a rest this week.
I'm sure I've got a rant penciled in here somewhere.
Oh, no doubt you have.
All right, moving on. There's a Tuesday night game now on the 19th of August, 6:45 kickoff at Prentice Park, North Brisbane. This is the round 17 match. Last time that was a very comprehensive 6-1 win.
It was.
Eva, Cuba, Sarah and Eve Swain getting in on the act as well. I do feel sorry for North Brisbane quite a bit. They've been the whipping boys of this league, unfortunately. Someone has to come last.
There's generally someone that is a whipping boy.
But Howe is a little bit heartbreaking when you look at the stats. So out of the last 5, they've lost all 5. They've been anchored to the bottom of the league pretty much the entire season, already relegated. Their only win this season came in round 1 against Morton City Excelsior. And their only draw of the season came in round 3. It is now round 17 to play. So it has been such a long season for North Brisbane. They have shipped a total of 63 goals. I think they should be fairly proud of themselves. They've scored 16 in their 16 games. So
that's not a bad average.
That's not a bad average for a team that is getting...
You think that's won a game?
That's won a game.
That's not bad. A lot of teams don't even get that on the board.
Exactly right. Especially teams who sit at the bottom of the ladder and things like that. So, it's a respectable attack in a lot of ways, but it's the defense or just not being able to, I guess, being overrun or things like that. Again, 6-1 in the previous results, a very good example of that. They still managed to score their goal, but they couldn't do anything about the 6.
I just hope, for the girls' sake, that they stick together. I hope the current coach sticks with them because he's obviously got a plan. And it'd be nice for him to get together next year and reconsolidate and come back up again. Yeah,
and we've talked about this a couple of times, but this was a really tough league.
Oh, God, yes.
The teams that were assembled in this league, so you got the top 3, all who are on or around the 40-point mark. I think now all 40, 41, 41. Then you've got the fight for 4th place, which up until very recently was 5 teams. It is now 4 because Morton City are now, I believe it's Morton City is now out of the running.
They are,
But you've still got 4 teams.
And all around that 20-point mark.
All around that 20-point mark, fighting for that 4th place. So that's 7 trying to get into 4. It was a really rough league. It was a very tough league.
Tough road.
So North Brisbane, unfortunately, came up against a lot of good teams trying to get somewhere. And again, someone has to come last. It's unfortunate, but it's the way of football. But this is also, as we were talking about the permutations of the goal difference and things like that, this is also a really good chance for us to capitalise there.
Oh, for sure. It sounds terrible. But
it does.
We really need to go out and do a repeat performance of tonight. Against North Brisbane. Whether that happens, I don't know. Will our girls turn up? I don't know.
I very much hope they do, but it is also away. Prentice Parks might be
a funny game.
Yeah, very. And at the same time, because of the exact same reason, the Caboolture game has been rescheduled. To the Tuesday night as well, and they're playing Capalaba in what could have absolutely massive.
I think it's 8:30 kickoff too.
So I think it's after this one. So it could have absolutely massive consequences both games for how
it's going to be interesting.
That top Tuesday. 4 rearranges itself, and it could end up in any of them. Olympic could end up slumping to 3rd and not making anything.
That's the whole in 90 minutes. Your season's gone.
So it is a must-win game for us. It shouldn't be an issue, but the game's got to be played. Simple as.
Look, I'm quite comfortable. I don't think the girls have any problems. Whether it be 1-0, 5-0, 6-0, I don't think they have any issues. They've just got too much in them. As I said, if they repeat Tuesday night as they did play tonight, I don't think it'll be a problem.
No, fully confident in the girls in that one. But just to reiterate, on Saturday, free entry, Imperial Corp Stadium, which is Brisbane City Stadium in Newmarket. It is a 5 p.m. kickoff. We're going to be, I believe, we're the away team in that, so we're going to be at the far end, behind the away dugouts. If you made it to the Australia Cup or the Men's Queensland Cup, the exact same places where we were standing there. We'll bring an extra couple of flags for you as well.
You'll see our flags so you know where the fans are.
So come on down. Again, bring family, bring cousins, bring school friends, bring everyone.
Pick up people on the street, just drag them in.
Bring everyone. If they're wearing a red shirt, bring them in. All right. All right. Shall we move on to the second half, shall we? We're getting a little silly now. All right, in the second half, the only game that we have to review for the men's is Olympic FC 0, Pen Power 1. This was obviously a game that was a little bit more important for Pen Power than us. However, this does entirely shut the door on Olympics final chances, although it was probably a little bit of a long shot considering who we had to play.
Yeah, when you can see our last three was Pen Power, Lions, and Brisbane City.
Yeah.
It's not as if you got any easy teams there.
Yeah, exactly.
Three of the best teams in the league we've seen this season.
Yeah. And it's tail of the season. Tail of the season. It was defensively fantastic.
Oh, solid as a rock.
We did concede one goal, but it was quite literally their one chance.
Yeah, it was. They had one chance, and they scored.
And they scored it.
Yeah.
And we couldn't score any of ours.
No,
and
again, the amount of shots that we took.
Yeah.
It was so frustrating. Hit the bar. The goalkeeper played well. He turned away so many shots of goal.
I actually believe he has the record for the amount of clean sheets this year so far.
I wouldn't doubt it. Again, another day and not hitting goals.
Yeah, exactly right.
We'd have blitzed them because we were ridiculous in that second half, but we just could not put it away.
Yeah, and it's hard because I want to sit there and go, oh, we were just unlucky, but we've been unlucky in so many games.
Unlucky. No, not that game.
Yeah. And
it just went against us. It just wasn't to be.
We did have a goal, but it was ruled as offside. Hard to see on the footage, but
I think you were saying tonight. You looked at it and you seemed to be of the opinion it was offside.
Yeah, just from where the defender was standing on the footage. But I mean, it is angled. It's hard to see. I can't tell you for certain. But at the end of the day, look, the referees called it as offside.
That's it.
1-0.
Yep, exactly.
But again, it's just fully tail of our season every single time that we get a chance to really put some good momentum on the board. We just suddenly can't capitalize on our chances.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really leave us in a good position considering we've got to come up against Lions.
Yeah.
At home, it's our final home game of the season.
Yep.
So this is Friday night, 7:30 p.m. kickoff at Goodwin Park. We did fall to a 2-1 loss last time at Richlands. Another game where we felt like we played so well and controlled so much of it.
We should have won that one too.
Yeah, we should have. We really should have.
Yep. So I think we were having a conversation with...
It was the Gold Coast Knights women's head coach.
Yeah, he just said, how did you lose that game?
Yeah.
He said, I come down here and you was all over them.
Yeah. He expected to see us winning on at full time.
It has. Yeah, we have such a powerful team.
We have such a good team. It probably a little bit biased, but really when you look at
not at all.
Really, when you look at it, like we do, we have a very, very good team.
Yeah.
But we can't get goals away. We can't get past the keeper. Whether it's composure, whether it's confidence, whether it's just our front runners are lacking a goal scoring ability, whatever it may be. It's just a little bit frustrating, to be fair.
We're frustrated.
Yeah, tell me. Yeah, I can only imagine how the players feel, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for us, Lions are coming in with some decent form. They did start off in their last 5. They did start off a little bit shaky over the last 5. They lost 4-3 to Eastern Suburbs. They drew with Mourne City Excelsior. Then they lost in the Brisbane Classic to Brisbane City. I have turned it around against Pen Power and Gold Coast United, however. So of their last 2, they have come away with wins.
Yep.
Currently sitting in second place, 2 points behind Mourne City Excelsior. I imagine Lions are still a little bit frustrated about the fact that Football Queensland decided to award Mourne City Excelsior with a forfeit win instead of having their game against Gold Coast United played.
It should be replayed.
And there's no plans for them to be replayed.
It should be replayed. It was a ludicrous decision.
Yeah. But that's the penciled in rant I had about Football Queensland, just FYI.
Couldn't run a bloody tap.
I know. I really don't understand it. Gold Coast United, yes, okay, we're under investigation at the time, but they played on the weekend before. They played on the weekend after.
Yeah, so
this game was postponed, and then was given as a forfeited win to Mourne City Excelsior.
How was it a forfeited win? A forfeit win is you don't turn up.
Yeah.
They were there.
Yeah.
They were ready to play.
Yeah.
How was that a forfeited win?
He got postponed due to Football Australia wanting to investigate.
Exactly.
That's it.
Right. No cause of anybody. There's no cause of Gold Coast United.
No.
They were willing to pull their socks up and get out there.
Yeah,
and it's a disgraceful decision.
It personally, to me as well, yes. And if Modern City win this by that, I don't think they should be awarded.
They've lost it personally. By falseness.
Yeah. Just personally, because that is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lions have won 12 of their matches, drawn 3, lost 5. Pure domination as you'd expect from teams like Lions. Highest goal scorers in the NPL so far with 45 goals for. Decent goals against record with 28. I think they're the 4th best defensively. So, across both sides are doing very, very well. Tough to beat. Of course, I got players like...
Did you just mention 2 draws and 5 losses?
3 draws and 5 losses.
Which is quite a lot for them.
In fairness, yes.
I mean, you look at past seasons,
yeah,
and that would be a failure.
Yes, that is very true. And again, some of them have come recently.
In very, very high standards.
Yes. Some of them have come recently, but yeah, you're right in a lot of ways.
In
you're right. Yeah.
It'd be a very failed season.
Yeah. And, for us, as we said before, we're out of the finals race. Olympics season is essentially done. So this game would mean more to Lions. Lions need to win this more.
They do.
That being said, it's always fun to spoil the party against Lions.
I love spoil the party. Let's do it.
Yeah, why not? They're hoping to come in and just roll over us, get their 3 points, and go back home.
Yeah.
Hopefully the boys can make it a little bit more difficult than that for them.
Spoil that party rotten.
Yeah. And we've mentioned, we've talked obviously privately about this, about how it's been a little bit demoralizing, and I can only imagine how it feels for the players to watch your team just slowly exit all the competitions and, week after week. But I really want to highlight, and I hope some of them are listening, I really want to highlight the fact that with 2 games to go, we've got a better goals against record.
Yep.
We've got more points on the board. We've got more wins on the board than we did last year. Okay, this season is going to be remembered in the annals of Olympic history, for the men at least. But this was a really important season, in my opinion, because, we look back at last season of the growth that we made there, getting to the round of 16. Well, okay, we didn't get to the round of 16. We got to the round of 32. We got to the Queensland Cup semi-final, same as we did last year. And we made a better record of it. That is progress. That is a win.
That is exactly right. And that's what you want from the team. You want them to improve every year, year after year. If we'd have gone backwards,
then we got a problem. We've got a problem, but we've that's something that we need to solve.
Yeah. But the lads have done well.
Yeah.
The coaching staff have done well.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just brilliant. You hear stories and rumours. They're doing very well. I think they've done very well.
I think they've done very well on paper.
I'm so proud of the boys.
Yeah.
They've given us some great memories from this year.
Yeah. And we haven't always been easy to beat. We've been a team that has been a thorn in a few teams' sides. Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's really, really good progress. And I think we're a couple of steps away, a season or 2 from really pushing
I think we are too.
that top 4 again.
Yep.
And that was difficult to do when you think back to Ben Kahn leaving and all the players he took with him.
Yeah.
The coach that stepped in didn't get off the ground running, had a lot of players
off the ground, was it lazy?
Had a lot of players that he's had to sort of try to assemble into a team. Rozzie's taken over and we've just gone 1, 2, 3. It's slow-ish progress, but it's progress. It's good progress. It's secure progress, and it's quantifiable progress.
Yeah, but you think of the length of our seasons too.
Yeah.
Like we haven't got 36 games like some seasons overseas. We've only got a short season.
Yeah, well, even when you look at
excuse me.
Even when you look at Victoria, New South Wales, they've got 16 team comps.
Yeah.
So they have 30 rounds.
Yeah.
We've got 22.
Yeah.
And having a 12-team comp means that
is ludicrous.
Is ludicrous in my opinion as well. But even your bottom 2, even Sunny Coast, St. George Willawong, who I believe at least Sunny Coast is mathematically relegated.
Relegated, yeah.
Which is a shame. But even they aren't free hits.
No.
Because it's 12. When you think about it, even when you've got 16, 12 is still a difficult team to beat.
You can't get a great run.
No.
Like you can with longer season.
No. So it's over before you know it.
Yep.
Or you're halfway through before you know it, before you really start getting going. There's no free hits or anything like that, realistically.
No.
So it becomes a really, really tight comp where you're just almost fighting for your life every week, week in, week out, no matter what.
Yeah.
That being said, as exciting as I imagine that is, it still should go to 16, in my opinion.
Oh, so do I.
The Metro side of things definitely has enough teams in it because it goes down to FQPL 6.
Yeah.
It definitely has enough to shuffle up.
Yep.
Some of the Gold Coast teams are good enough to sort of play in those big tournaments. So push it up to 16, get some of them up and things like that as well.
And they'll, if you do that, they'll buy players anyway. So it increases the league again.
Yep.
And improves the league.
Yep. And realistically, it's going to be the same amount of games happening in the same amount of pitches.
Yep.
With the same amount of officials.
New South Wales has the same thing. They've got the Waratah Cup.
Yeah.
Whereas we've got the Capra Cup. They've got the Australia Cup.
Yeah.
Like we have.
Yeah.
So they've got all the interruptions as well.
Yeah.
So there's no excuse.
No. Just needs to be better organised.
Has to be better organised. Just really needs to be. And someone needs to have a shake-up.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah, no, it really does.
But anyway.
That's not what we're here for. We're here to talk about Olympic.
Yep.
So just a quick reminder, that game is at Goodwin Park, 7:30 p.m. on Friday. It is the men's last home game of this season. Please make sure you get down there. Show your love to the lads.
Yep.
See them off for the 2025 season. Unfortunately, we're not going to see them again after round 32. But also reiterating, make sure that you get down to Imperial Corp Stadium on Saturday, free entry for the Women's Capra Pro Series final, the first final this season.
Yep.
It's going to be an absolute cracker.
It's going to be a big day.
It's going to be an absolute massive day.
It's going to be a great day.
But yeah, so make sure you get down to the games.
Yep.
Make sure you get your red and white on and go support.
Yeah, we'll see you there.